All right, we're trying this again. I just spent, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes or so talking to StreamYard. And we went through several options. And at the last thing I looked at, it was actually showing me moving and talking. I had to put the headset on because it started echoing. I didn't have to wear this before, but maybe I don't now, but it was echoing really bad, so I couldn't take a chance. Told me to put the headphones on, so we continued, because we couldn't check anything with that thing echoing and screeching and whatnot. So I'm half afraid to pull it out, because the last time I went to put it in, I turned the computer off. That really helped. So I'm starting a pop-up stream. Hopefully somebody will come in and will tell me that they can see me, they can hear me, I'm moving, something, because I was really upset trying to use the Chromebook, because that was an absolute disaster on its own. I don't know what its issue was. I want to use this computer. Right now, it looks a lot clearer. It looks definitely a lot clearer. And let's see if I can get the actual stream up again and see. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm moving. It's clearer. And there's sound. All right. We're on the right path. I need to turn this down some, though, because it's very loud. All right. Let's see. Hopefully that will help. There is still some noise in the background. Okay. Well, it's looking better. Sounding better. I had I had to turn that off because that was getting too much. This is weird though, because I can hear it, but I guess it's coming through the headphones and not through the actual computer. I had to reboot my Wi-Fi, my internet connection. And I don't know, maybe that's what it was, because at the moment it does seem to be working. Because he actually went in and looked at, he had me start a stream and go in, and he actually looked at it, and that was interesting because I didn't know what he was doing. He had to give me directions. And so I went ahead and followed them, and I eventually got so he could see what I was talking about. And he said, yeah, there's definitely some real lag time there. So then we started doing things, and then I disconnected the computer. It started screeching at me. I had to get the headphones on, and I haven't had to wear headphones. Hello, Arthur. Hope that's right. How are you? I hope you can hear me. I was having some issues with my last couple streams, so I had to stop. And I don't remember seeing you before. So welcome to my channel. My name is Tessa. I'm a longtime blogger. I've blogged for 10 years. I've written over thousands of short stories, working on my first novel. It's in the beta reader stage right now. Are you a writer? Are you writing something at the moment? Can you hear me? That's the other thing. Can you hear me? Oh, good. You can hear me. I've been having so many problems. You're here to improve your English. Okay. We can work on your English. I'm glad you can hear me because I was having a lot of problems. And I had to stop my stream because nobody could hear me, see me, or anything. So, am I moving or am I frozen? Do you understand what I'm saying? Is the screen can you see me waving at you? When you type your answer, unfortunately, this is a little bit slower, so it doesn't come through right away. Oh, I'm glad to hear everything works perfect. Thank you. Thank you. You have been a big help because I needed someone to actually come on and tell me and talk to me and let me know if there was a problem still or not. It was really messed up. Do you write or are you just looking to work on your English? There's so much mess in front of me. I can't find any. I knocked everything over trying to fix this thing, and it's all over the place. I'm a mess. I'm sloppy to begin with, and now it's all over the place. Not even a controlled mess at this point. Okay, you're a student. All right, gotcha. Have you been to a live stream before? By live stream, I mean I'm actually talking to you right now. This is not a recording. I'm physically talking to you. Excuse me. Trying to get comfortable. I need a new chair. I'm not sure if you're not here anymore or not. I can't tell. I don't want to appear to be ignoring you. If you're here, usually what we do are sprints, and we spend whatever time we agree on, usually anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes at a time, and we write or read or whatever it is that you want to do during that time frame. And I'm not sure if you're still here or not. I'm going to start a sprint. I put up a timer. I still have to hook it up. It's not hooked up yet. I start a timer, and then when the timer goes off, we come back and we talk about what we did while we were, sprinting, whether we were reading or writing or editing or doing our school homework or cleaning the house, taking a nap, whatever you're doing, doesn't matter. It's just a way of having other people to talk to and be productive with. Their productivity streams, basically, to help you, work. Since you're not answering me, I'm going to assume you're the person who left. Somebody went out of here. I'm sorry you didn't stay any longer. I doubt I did much to help you improve your English since you didn't hang around. But I tried. Do my best. Right now, I am going to start a stream because I have some stuff I have to do. And I need to figure it out. All right, this is the phone. You go over there. Okay. I didn't realize this was in here. Oh. Well, I'm hoping that my issue is fixed. And I need to get this out of my way. Oh. Shoot. Okay. All right, I don't have to have these on. You just have to be plugged in, I guess. Maybe I can unplug them again. I'm afraid to turn the whole thing off again if I'm not careful. All right. Let's see here. Let me try that one. Everything off again. Probably will. Did it the first time. Do it again. Oh, all right. Is there any problem? No. I do not hear any noise. Okay, so if that's the case, then I am going to clean up the mess behind this computer since I got it out. I'll clean it up. Okay. This back, I do not have to have this plugged in. Thank God. Small thing. Alright, let's see. Time to start cleaning some of this mess up. Are these of any use? Don't need any of this because I wrote all that down in my thing. It can be recycled. Okay. Somebody else here? Laura, listen. Do I look better, sound better? Please tell me yes. Is it better? I spent, I don't know, 45 minutes or so talking to your StreamYard, and I had to reboot my router. And then we had a bunch of screeching. I had to put earphones on. And then once we got everything, the rebooting of the router seemed to be the problem. I had to let Jules know what I did, because she said if she found out anything, she'd let me know. I don't know if she's tried it yet or not, but it seems to work. Everything was fine. I took the earphones back out, the headphones, and there's no racket because I was afraid that was going to start again. So I accidentally turned off the computer in the middle of us talking to the guy in StreamYard. Thankfully, I got him back when I went back on again. It's clearer. I was looking at it on screen. It was clearer, and it sounds better. And I am so happy because I was really getting upset, and using the Chromebook was really not what I wanted to do. It wasn't working right, and it was almost as much as problems. It's clear and not choppy. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. You can't imagine how happy I am to hear that. I'm glad you stopped by. I was trying to talk to that person that stopped by, and I guess he left. He said a few words, said he was practicing his English, and then told me he was a student, and then I think he disappeared because he never responded after that. And I said, okay. So I'm glad you stopped by, and you can let me know, because I was really, really worried that it was something really wrong, and because it's been like this for days now. Poor Jules, has been weeks. I know. I'm going to send her an Instagram and let her know what I did and what appears to have worked for me. So hopefully it will work for her. And I hope this still works tomorrow. Thank you. Believe me. And he's telling me what to do, right? I'm like, I don't know how to do that. It's like, go into an incognito tab. The heck is that? And then, and it says, invite me in. And I says, you mean like, invite? And he says, so I sent him, I thought that's what he meant. He says, no, I can't join the chat. I need to be able to view it on YouTube. I'm like, how do I do that? So he's giving me all these directions, and I'm like, I'm trying, and I finally got it. He was able to see it, and he goes, well, there's definitely a lag problem there. I'm like, yeah, you think? So, very aggravating, very upsetting, but thankfully fixed at the moment. Knock on wood. Yeah, it's been crazy. This is right. I took the headphones back off, and I haven't heard the screeching. It started screeching so loud, and I'm like, oh my gosh. He's like, do you have a headphones? I'm like, yes, but I'm trying to find the headphones. I was trying. Then when I tried to pull the computer out to put the headphones in, which is in the back of the computer, I knocked everything off my desk and unplugged the computer and turned it off. So, yes, he was able to walk me through it, and I'm glad he was too. Thanks for stopping back and letting me know, so I can feel better now, because I was so worried. Definitely. It was weird. But I took the headphones out, and I don't hear any noise. So I think maybe I think everything's okay right now. Hopefully it's going to stay that way. If it does it again, I'll reboot my internet. Since that seemed to do the trick. Yes, I'm streaming tomorrow at 5. 5, because tomorrow is Saturday. So 5. Yes. Will I see you tomorrow? I can't do a Sunday like I normally do, because I have the hospital procedure going on Monday, and I have to prep for it. But okay, great, you'll be here. But I can still do Saturday at least. So, but I won't be doing Sundays. So you got 1,275 words on a new short story. Wow. Need to finish it tomorrow and need to sleep over the ending. I gotcha. That's great. You're doing great. You're producing a lot of. I mean, sometimes I can too. Depends on where my brain is at. Sometimes I can I can write a lot, and sometimes nothing comes. All right. Well, I'll definitely see you tomorrow then. And now I don't have to go to bed and cry myself to sleep. Oh. Well, that's what they say. They say that part is not the big deal. The big deal is the prep that you have to do the day before. They said that's the part you got to worry about. You're going to be sleeping through the first part, through the last part. You're going to be sleeping. You don't even know what's happening. But that prep part will get you. No crying aloud. Oh, man, I wanted to stomp my feet and cry. And it's like, no, this can't be happening to me. Can't be happening. So, yeah, I'm in isolation. I'm not allowed to see anybody until after the procedure. I had my tests today. Oh, I love them. That's the 6th one I've had now. To get a follow-up for 4 more years. Hey, I've never had one, and I was not ever going to have one. I'm 64 now, and they start at 50. I was refusing to have them done. The only reason I'm having this done is because I have colitis, and it's not going away. So they have to see if it's autoimmune. That's the only reason I'm letting them do this. I don't know about the follow-up part. Maybe if I still have colitis, I may not have a choice. But at this point, I'm not planning on any follow-ups. Getting a ride was the difficult part. And then I called my daughter, let her know, and she goes, oh, Richie's going to take you. I said, Richie, I said, he's got to be able to pass the screening for COVID. I said, be back in New Jersey for 14 days? Because if he hasn't been back in New Jersey for 14 days, they're not going to allow him in the hospital. She goes, he's been back since the 9th. Relax. He's been back for 14 days. Over 14 days. I'm like, okay. Better not get there. And I have to call before I go in. They said I have to call and get my test results because no coming in if they're positive. I'm like, okay, I got the number. I'll call you before I come in. More writing craft books came in today. Need to finish the one I'm already reading first before I go on to these others. So excited. I read in bed at night and get inspiration for my stories. That's cool. And I do have Sasha Black's Anatomy of Prose. I went looking for it last night. I saw it somewhere. Where did I see it? I think it's on my Kindle because I bought very few actual books, so it's got to be on my Kindle, which can be problematic. Can be good, it can be problematic. Well, I haven't had a chance to see what it's like, but everybody keeps talking about it, so I guess I need to start reading it. It's just finding time to read is hard for me. I'm always doing so many other things. I had Greg in here earlier trying to help me, and we were going through all that stuff. I think you were here still when he was here, and he's trying, and I'm like, I don't know. And then I got the great idea of using the Chromebook, which worked, but it was too aggravating, and I was too aggravated, and I just put the thing on the timer, and he did his thing, and then he got done what he was doing, and I said, okay, great, nobody else is here. I've had it with the Chromebook. I turned it off. Yeah, I need to go back and finish taking notes on it. Well, that's the thing. I need to, because I like Charlie's idea of having that craft book and writing the things down and having them in one place instead of having, like in chapters, like sections, everything on dialogue or characters or whatever the subject is, and then don't have to go digging through books trying to find things. I like that idea. It's a really great idea, but it will be time consuming. So that's what I want to eventually do. But first I have to read them and get the notes out of them. Plus I'm trying to read Abby's newest book. I don't know where I'm at in that, but I'm trying to read that. And I'm like, oh, I have so much to do. And I got all these beta reader stuff that came back, and I have to go through that stuff. There's just so much to do. And there's not enough time. And I'm trying to get all this paper out of my face because I just dropped it all over the place when I was trying to. I just cleaned behind my computer because I pulled everything out and dropped it all over the place. I figured I might as well clean out what's behind it now. So there's nothing back there at the moment. And, but I want to get everything straightened up. I want to get it in the book and in the planner and in the bullet journal. And I keep redoing the bullet journal over and over again because I don't like the printing. I'm trying to learn lettering. I got a Kindle book on that. On lettering, I've been buying them off of Etsy with pages that I can practice on and print out and practice on. And I'm driving myself nuts. But I want it to look good because somebody wants me to do a. Okay, all right, go ahead. No problem. That is important. Okay. No problem. That was quick. Didn't have a lot to say, huh? Um, Going through all the tons of paperwork I just dislodged when I dumped everything everywhere. This is all about my new computer. Yep. Guess I ought to staple it together and put it in a file before I lose it. Oh, you haven't got, oh, something surprise. They're not going to tell you what it is, huh? If you just got something in the mail. So it's all a big surprise. Oh no! Fall asleep trying to hold up the phone. My mom used to fall asleep on me, and I'd be talking away, and then I realized I wasn't getting any answers. And I'd be talking, I'm like, Mom, Mom. Nobody's answering back. Can't hang up the phone because the phone wouldn't disconnect. Couldn't get, and I'd have to wait until she woke up. And that sometimes was a long time. There was no way to disconnect the phone at that point. I think it's different nowadays. But back then, you couldn't disconnect the phone as long as they were connected. You both have to disconnect. And it was like crazy. She did it to me all the time. She'd fall asleep. Oh, they were really long phone calls. Yep. And I had to wait till she woke up and I could hear. I put the phone down and I could hear noises. And I'm like, so you're awake? She's like, what? I said, you fell asleep on me again. She goes, no, I didn't. I said, oh, yes, you did. For like 45 minutes. I've been sitting here yelling into the phone, trying to wake you up. And she didn't wake up. She's like, no, I wouldn't do that. I said, yeah, you did that. A lot of times you do that. So, but now I think most of the phones, I think you can actually disconnect if you hang up on one side. But back then you couldn't. It was crazy. All right. Computer file. A new computer paper. Might as well make myself useful here. just was taking very long blanks. um, well, my kids, I told them, do not ask me something after I've taken my medicine at night, because we'll have a conversation and I won't remember it. And they'll say, well, you told us this and this and this. I'm like, don't ask me anything when you know I've taken my medication, because I don't remember a single thing. And I did not give you permission to do that. Oh, but you did. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I did not give you permission to do that. But Mom, no. But they try it all the time. My mother was just taking long blinks. Of course she wasn't sleeping. Oh, she would do that all the time. She'd be sitting there and we'd be talking, and she'd close her eyes. And I'd be talking and talking and talking, and I'm like, she's not answering me. We're sitting there looking right at her. Her eyes are closed. And I'm talking, and I'm asking her questions, and she's not saying a word. Then all of a sudden she says something. I said, you were sleeping. She goes, no, I wasn't. I said, you were too. She says, no, I was just resting my eyes. I said, then tell me what I just said. And of course she could never tell me what she said. But she was sleeping. She just won't admit it. We weren't allowed to ask Mom permission to do things when she was napping. Yeah. She would agree to the most outrageous things and regret it later. Well, that's what I told my kids. Stop doing that. When you know I've had my medicine, I'm not going to remember. And I will give you permission to do things that you do not have permission to do. Please stop doing that. We went over and over and over. The kids would do that all the time. I'm like, please stop. And then one time my daughter called, and it was during the day, and I was sleeping, and I was really tired, and I couldn't stay awake. And my daughter says to me, she goes, are you drunk? I said, what are you talking about? I don't drink. She goes, you sound drunk. I don't drink. I'm not drunk. I was asleep. You woke me up. No, you're slurring your words. No, you're drunk. I said, I am not drunk. I said, but I started a new psychotic medicine, and it says that these kind of things can happen. And she goes, oh no. So she called my other daughter, who's a nurse, and said, go get Mom and take her to the hospital. And, well, besides being a problem with the medication, my blood sugar was so low. This is no wonder my my psychiatrist sees it. She says, no wonder you were having issues. It wasn't necessarily the medication, but your blood sugar was so low. I don't know why the hospital didn't catch that. So I was low blood sugar. And the same sort of thing. You appear drunk if you have low blood sugar. That's why diabetics, like I don't have mine on, but I'm supposed to wear something with being a diabetic, because you do appear drunk. And my kids were sure I was drunk. I'm like, I'm not drinking. I don't drink. I'm not drinking, but you're slurring your words. Yeah, my medicine will do that to me, but no, it's worse than normal. You don't get that. No, you probably don't. You don't have kids. But you were a kid, so you probably have an idea. They'll do that every now and then now. It's like, Mom, did you just take your medicine? Yes, I did. Well, you're really slurring really bad. Well, I'm sorry about that. I can't help that. Not something I can turn on and off. Like, You know, what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything about it. I'm really sitting here trying to learn how to make nice, neat letters so I can make my bullet journal so I can make this video these girls want if I can figure out how to hook up the camera on the tripod and do it. But I don't like the way it looks right now. I'm really not happy with the letters. And I want to learn how to write the letters. And I'm trying all kinds of ways of trying to learn between all the videos I've been watching and the books and all that stuff. Oh, good. You got your new journal. You get to start it in March. Not too far away. Yeah, tweaking meds is complicated. It is. I have to be supervised for a few days whenever I start a new one. Yeah. The side effects can be really bad sometimes. It's really, 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 really hard to know, you know, at first what's going to happen. And I found that I'm one of these people that gets the stuff at the bottom that hardly anybody gets. And it'll say like, you know, 1 in 1,000, 100,000 people, whatever, will get this symptom side effect. And of course, that's the one I get. And the doctor will fight with me about it. Oh, that's not one of the side effects. What are you talking about? I said, look, I just looked it up. And it is. And we'd have a big argument over and over and over again. And, you know, he'd pull out his big medical book of medicines, and then he'd go and he'd read through it, and he'd get all the way to the bottom, and he goes, oh, wow, look at that. There it is, right at the very bottom. I said, yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. I used to fight with him all the time. That was my therapist, my very first therapist. And I was forever fighting with him about those kind of things because he'd tell me I didn't know what the heck I was talking about. He said, because it's just not possible. I'm like, please don't tell me it's not possible when I'm standing here in front of you and it's possible, obviously, or I wouldn't be able to do it. So that's the one thing that pisses me off is when you tell me that it's not possible and I'm standing here doing it. Really, honest to God. Yes. Oh, somebody else popped in here. We're having a crazy conversation. Somebody popped in. Hi, always right. Nice to meet you. I'm not sure if you've been here before or not. I'm Tessa. I'm the crazy one. Oh, boy. We were just talking about crazy medicines and the side effects of the crazy medicines. And then I missed Laura's message on its white with gold on the edges of the page with flowers etched into it. That sounds really pretty. Ah, crazy with work. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I don't work. And I've been really crazy with a million things to do. But you would think I would have enough time to get it done because I don't work. Doesn't necessarily work that way. I don't know what it is. I know I got the same 24 hours as everybody else, but I never can seem to get anything done. So, are you here to do some writing? We're just chatting at the moment. I had a problem with the Sprint, and I just finally got it fixed. So we were chatting about it and whatnot. So we can do a Sprint if you are here to write. I have plenty of things I need to write and plenty of things I need to do. And since I just made a mess, I have to clean it up too, trying to get my computer fixed. Okay, Laura. Good night. And yeah, it is after midnight. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Glad I got the internet fixed too. And I didn't have to wait for someone to come out here. Always right. Says, I totally understand. My least productive days are the days when I have no work. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm about to go to bed, but I wanted to stop in and say hi and see how you're doing. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys came in so that I know that my internet is working again, because I had so much trouble with the last few days and I didn't know what was happening. And I had to stop my sprinting earlier because I just couldn't do it. There was something definitely wrong. So I'm glad you stopped by. I'm sorry you can't stay and write. But perhaps another time. I sprint usually at least 5 times a week, normally. I will be sprinting tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have long streams. People keep telling me, you've got the longest streams around here. I've gone as long as 11 and a half hours. So, yes, I have long streams. So, I will end up writing for as long as I feel like it and as long as people are still here. So, I don't work. I can sleep whenever I feel like it. But thank you. Hope you're doing well. And stop by and see me again sometime. And have a good sleep. I wish I could say I could have a good sleep. I don't sleep very well. I'm so worried that someone's going to say, oh no, you're frozen, or no, you disappeared again. That's what's been happening, and it's really disconcerting, to say the least. And I am paranoid it's going to happen again to me. I will, but probably not tomorrow, but maybe next week. Okay, well, Tuesday, Thursday night, 7:30, Friday nights at 8, Saturday and Sunday at 5, all Eastern Standard Time in the evening. Obviously not in the morning. It'd be nice to see you again. So, yeah, stop by again when you get a chance. And have a great night. And a wonderful sleep. Thank you. Good night. Oh, you did join a while back. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I try. All right. Now let me set a timer. Share screen. Share screen. Timer. Share. 30 minutes. Start. Orange. Okay. Well, our 30-minute sprint is up. I did some more writing on my prompts that go on my post on my blog. I stop doing that. Can't leave it alone. Pulling my hair out of my head. I'm writing. I just did part 18 of my serial prompt that I'm writing. That is going to be a young adult novel. Once I find out exactly what a young adult novel is supposed to be like. I don't usually read them, so I'm not super familiar with them. But I'm using this probably kind of like the outline, and then, fill in between, obviously, because I have to write this using certain words. And I get 3 words a day, and on Fridays you get all 21 words for the week to do on top of it. And so I'm busy writing these stories. Some of them are long, some of them are shorter. And so they're not really like a lot of romance going on in them yet. I don't know, like I said, exactly what young adult really entails. So I don't want to be writing a bunch of stuff that may not belong in a young adult novel. But so this is kind of like the outline anyhow, and it's not full filled. Obviously it's not filled out. It can't possibly be big enough to be a novel. It needs a lot of work. It needs some fill in, because I'm jumping around trying to get these words to fit. So sometimes I have to skip over, whereas one might go to the next day or a couple of days later, or I might jump months. It's like I have to create an outline with what I have so far. And I'm not good with outlines. I'm not an outliner. So it's going to take me a while to go through, copy and paste each section into a document, the same document, and then start going through it and writing down what I have so far and sort of create a timeline. I have been making lists of names and stuff that I've used in the novel, things I've mentioned, besides their names, the ages of, it's a big family, so there's a lot of kids, and I haven't named all of them yet. They haven't all been involved in the story yet, even, so they haven't been introduced, all of them. And, cars they drive and things like that. I've been writing all this stuff because I'm going to have to create a story Bible as well as, an outline. And I do think this is going to need an outline. It's going to need a timeline and a story Bible to keep track of all the information. And I just finished the 3 words, and now it's time to do the 21 words. Now, I've already used all these words during the week, and now in one story, I have to use them all. That's going to be even harder. It's hard enough putting these words together to make a cohesive story. I have to take all 21. Don't have to. It's not an absolute must, but I prefer to do it that way. And it's a challenge to make something, that sounds right. So I'm trying to figure out. I got a possible start, but this will take a while to write. I still have my beta readers stuff to go through and work on fixing novel number 1. Novel number 2 is on hold of the series. Now I've got this new young adult novel that I'm interested in, so that might come before number 2 in this series. I mean, obviously I'm genre hopping, but my first book was a thriller, mystery, suspense story, so genre hopping, but I write what I feel like writing. I don't have a specific genre like some people do. And I think a lot of that comes from being a blogger. I write all kinds of stuff, sci-fi, young adult. I have written some horror. There's, I don't know if I actually did write anything that was a mystery before this. This is kind of out of the blue for me, and I decided I liked it, and I want to make a series like the ones that you read where, they're in a small town and everybody knows everybody, and, all these people are in each book until you kill them off. I mean, obviously somebody dies in every book, and so, what's wrong? The wire's caught in the dummy. I knew what was wrong with that. Yeah, okay, that moves. So, that's kind of what I want to do. So, I do need to do some rewriting anyhow, so I need to figure out a way to connect book 1 to a second book. Have a few ideas, but it's not flowing as easily as book number 1. And this young adult is flowing also. I guess it just, I got to go with what I have to go with. And of course, I'm busy trying to clean up and straighten up and organize my mess and create my bullet journal, which is in my planner. I don't have a bound book all by itself. I didn't want 2 books. I wanted everything in one book, and I found a place where I could get dotted grid pages for bullet journals for my happy planner that I have. And I got them off of Etsy, and I can see the dots, which is more than I can say for the bullet journal I bought. Could not see the dots. The dots are almost invisible. And so I was happy with these pages, even though it cost me a little bit extra to get them printed out from them, because I didn't have to cut them down the size, put them on fancy paper. But I did buy some fancier heavy duty paper, because I do need to create a few things that I can't get in, the Etsy shops or anything, because I need to create them to my own specifications for what I use them for. So I'm trying to create my bullet journal now, because I got people asking me to do go through my bullet journal. It's like, well, I'm trying to learn how to make letters, how to print letters and make it neat, not sloppily, because I'm not a very, very neat writer. And I'm trying to find just the right kind of lettering and whatnot. So it's taking longer than I expected. And then I have to figure out how to video it and everything and put it up. But I want everything in one book. So that's why I got things that fit inside my classic happy planner. And they're easy to take out. So if I don't like a page in the bullet journal, I just pull it right off it doesn't rip or anything. You just pull it off the clamp. And if you want to put one back in, you can put it back in. you could take it off the work on it and write it and then put it back in the book. So it's sometimes hard to write in the book. You can do that. So that was something I wanted to do. I didn't want, and I eventually want to get rid of the calendar too. I have a calendar, which means notating everything on the calendar, notating everything on the planner, and I'm trying to simplify my life. So, I'm just like, oh, I just had a problem, like I said, and I've got a mess now because everything fell off when I was trying to set up the headphones in my computer. I knocked everything off. I disconnected the computer. I was talking to help at the time, you know, the chat for StreamYard, and luckily I got them back when I finally got myself reconnected and back on, and now things are working. I had a, oh yeah, that reminds me, I had to I have to let, I promised somebody, let them know if I figured out, there she is, what in the month. Excuse me, if anybody comes in while I'm doing this, in fact, let me put the sprint back up. That way you know I'm here. I need to put my banners up too because they're not up. That sprinting. Set my timer. 30 minutes. Start. Okay, it's going. This way, if anybody comes in, should be able to figure it out that I'm here. Let me take care of this Instagram before I forget. All right. I see nobody else is shown up yet. I got sucked down the rabbit hole. It was on Instagram. I went to do one simple thing and I got sucked in. Boy, that's easy to do, isn't it? Oh, man. I'm going to reset the timer. I'm still working. Maybe this time I could finish up what I'm doing on Instagram and get off there before I spend another half an hour or more on there. Sure is easy to get sidetracked. I don't know why, but it is. So I'm going to set another timer. I want to get writing on the story. I want to get some of this mess cleaned up. I mean, the mess in front of me that was piled on top of the computer desk, since it came flying off when I was trying to put the earphones in because they were screeching. Everything was screeching. Well, there's not much there now. Clean that up. Not the right way, though. I've got a mess I have to go through. So I'm going to set another 30-minute timer and get back to work. No, maybe if nobody shows up soon, I may stop the screen or I'll just leave them going. I'm still working, so keeps me accountable. Because like this, I realized what I was doing. I was like, not supposed to be on Instagram. So kind of holds me accountable there. So not necessarily a bad thing to keep it going, even though I don't have, it says I have one watcher, but I don't know what they're doing. So I'm going to put the timer on again, set it for another 30 minutes, trying to finish up what I was doing on Instagram and get off of there. So if I can't find the page I was on, I need to get back to that page. Where in the world is it? Here, maybe? There it is. I swear these timers are getting faster and faster. Oh, I really, it's 2:30. I finally got off Instagram and started writing my story. I'm going to set it again because if I don't, I might fall asleep sitting here. This way, at least if it goes off, it'll wake me up if I fall asleep. I've done that before. Sitting at the computer writing and falling asleep. Hey, Bill. How are you? I was just getting ready to start the timer again. It's been kind of quiet tonight. I had a lot of problems with StreamYard, and then I was frozen and couldn't hear me, and my voice was robotic, and this has been going on for a couple of days. So I talked to StreamYard about it, and the guy got access to it, and they looked at it and says, well, there's definitely a lagging problem. I said, no kidding. It's not moving at all. I had a reboot. So I restarted it to see how it's working, and so far so good. You're working on late night website updating for a bit and thought you'd stop by. That was nice of you. I've been here alone for quite a while. Just setting an alarm in case I absolutely end up falling asleep. There's nothing else. If I fall asleep, it'll wake me up. I'm busy writing. I fell down that Instagram rabbit hole for a while. I had to get out of there. So, like I said, I was getting ready to set the timer again, and you popped in on me. Just before I wouldn't have known for a half an hour otherwise. You popped in just at the right time. I was able to see you. Because on the other page, I can't see what's going on, so I don't know when people come in. It's been a kind of slow night, though. So if you're going to work, I have the timer on getting ready to turn off. Or did you just stop by to say hi? Oh, the only thing I hate about this chair is not very comfortable. Mm. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to set it. I'm setting it for 30 minutes if it's okay with you. Okay, cool. Let me get us started then. It'll be 30 minutes, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. It's working. Hopefully everything is still working fine on the website. Should take a quick look and make sure. Oh, it looks nice. I don't dare turn on. I have it on mute, or else it'd be blasting out. Looks okay, so I think maybe okay this time. So, all right, back to my story. Timer scares me each time it goes off because I'm not expecting it. Oh, all right. Time flew fast. Again. I've got 2 more words to put into this story before it's finished. I was just looking up, Googling breakfast recipes using crescent rolls. Because I have to use the word crescent and we're talking about breakfast. So I thought, why not? Alas, I did not finish. I didn't either. I'm sorry you didn't finish. I didn't either. It's so. I have to finish Googling breakfast made from crescent rolls. Because one of the words is crescent. So I figured, well, I think you can use crescent rolls for breakfast. So I'm going to look for a recipe that I can put in my story. And then I have to use the word dimension. And then I think that's all of them. 21 words. All different. None of them necessarily having anything to do with the other. But I put them all in there. This is eventually going to be a young adult book. I'm pretty sure. This is like the 19th part, I think. Some of which have been quite long. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. But it's turning into a story that I'm able to sustain so far. Can I make it and get it, filled out and add things to make it a full-size novel? I don't know yet, but it's looking good. It's 3:00. My hands are numb again. Oh man, I so hate that. That plus the arthritis is stiffen them up. It's hard to type. I think I'm going to do at least one more because I want to finish the story. I don't want to leave it in the middle. I want to finish it. Get it. Post it. If nothing else, I want to get it finished and post it. So I'm going to set at least one more timer for 30 minutes. So I'm going to start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully you'll join me in the sprint. If not, and you go, I'll say good night now just in case. I may not see you leave. Oh, what a mess. Good night. I finished too. How about that? We both finished. That's great. Yeah, I need to get some sleep too. I'm falling asleep sitting there. It's nice seeing you again. Hope to see you soon. And thanks for stopping by. Good night now.